Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts and toy collectors? This is Odie, known to you as Starscream 1988, and today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is all my Tuesdays toy haul. Thank you for stopping by, and hope you enjoy. This is going to be a long one. Obviously, if you probably already looked at the counter, it's going to get long. So I'm going to do, real quick, just a couple action figures that I picked up. Obviously, you can see the great Legacy Dragonzord there in front of you. I actually got this, I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe. I opened him up. He's really cool. Been wanting to do a review on him, but I just don't have the time. It's been really tough. Then I'm going to show you guys some Hot Wheels, and then I'm just going to finish it off with some comics that I picked up. And some of the comics are a little bit older, but I just hadn't been to the comic book store in a while, and I just resubscribed to a new comic book store, to my friend's store over at Comicazi's over in Somerville, Massachusetts. That's my friend Dave. He owns a comic book store. So I used to get them from Comically Speaking, which was great, but it's a long drive, and I hate going all the way down there. So I kind of stopped just grabbing my books from over there. So I left a little bit of a pile, but I hope he forgives me. But anyway, so as you can see there, yeah, the Dragons are really cool. Obviously, there's been tons of reviews on this guy. I don't even know if I'm actually ever gonna release a review on it at this point, but I might. Who knows? Just for the heck of it. So I'll give you my 2 cents and whatever not. So there you go. It's a very light box because obviously he's already been out of the box. Also picked up this, actually, I want to say day before yesterday. He's obviously also a little bit older, but I kept passing on him because he was really more of a peg warmer, to be honest, in my area anyway. The other 3 are the harder ones to find, but I am now 100% caught up. So I have all 1 through... Is it 1 through 16, I believe? Maybe? 14, maybe? Could be the max right now. But I definitely have all the series too, including the Voyagers too, which is pretty cool. I have not opened any of these. And honestly, I'm kind of contemplating. I think I'm going to display them like this in their package with the comic book, only because of the whole comic book thing. I think that's kind of cool. So, but I don't know. We'll see. And then last but not least, I picked up this guy here. And he was on clearance. Over at Kmart, and I just figured, well, I'll pick up another one. I did like this mold, and you can definitely army build these. So there's this is my 3rd one now, which is pretty cool. So that's it. So that's it for action figures. Honestly, that's it, guys. In case I forgot to mention, obviously it's already up in the header. This is the 25th week of 2014, and it is the 12th toy haul of the year. All right, so Hot Wheels. Actually, Hot Wheels in 1 Matchbox. Most of these are K cases, which is really cool. And it was nice because the cases had just been put out on the floor. So I got to kind of pick everything that I wanted. But yeah, so first car here. Beautiful 1968 Ford Mustang. And this is the coupe version from Matchbox. I have, I think, 1 more of these in a different color. So I'm pretty psyched to have gotten this to add to my awesome Mustang collection. Again, like I said, most of these are all K case. I picked up a couple doubles just because I do like opening a few of these here and there. Picked up the Morris Mini. Very nice, and I didn't know that you could... They still haven't changed it. You can still take out the whole top of this, which is really cool. So there you go. Picked up 2 of these bad boys. The Honda Civic EF. Not a huge fan, but I know it's a car that everybody wants to get. So I just figured, yeah, I grabbed 2 of them. I want to open one anyway. Test it on one of the tracks. Picked up 3 of these guys here. And obviously I'm a big Lego fan, Creo fan. So obviously I had to get this guy here. Very nice. 2 for the put away collection, 1 to open. Got my man Max Steel's motorcycle. This is the 4th variant color. Very nice. I don't have one yet to open, so I'm going to keep these in package until I can get a 3rd one. Once I get a 3rd one, then I'll crack one open. Got the Turbo Turret. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this vehicle. This is, I believe, either the 3rd or 4th color variation. And I always open it. I just like it. I think it's really cool. It reminds me of an old movie that a lot of you may not remember. It was called, believe it or not, G-Force. Or was it Omega Force? Crap, now I can't... Oh, yeah, it was either G-Force, Omega Force, something. It was a really old movie. You should look it up. It's really cool. And they have these real cool motorcycles and like these cars with turrets and stuff like that. So I don't buy many of these fantasy cars, but when I do like those particular ones. As you can see here, got some more of the World Cup vehicles. The Avant-Garde, the Audacious, and the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. The first two are fantasy cars made by El Segundo, California. The engineers there, the artists. Obviously, the third one is a real vehicle. Pretty cool. First one was the Mustang, which is probably the best so far, in my opinion, of course. Next, we have some Mercury Cougars. The gorgeous Eliminator there, 1969. Beautiful, beautiful color. I like this green a lot, and I like the green fire. I think it looks really cool. And then underneath, I picked up a pair of the 68. I would have picked up another one of these green ones, but for this particular model, even as much as I have so many of the Eliminators already, I figured I was just going to do one. Now, the bottom 68, the temples are just ridiculous. I like the 69 more, I really do, but the 60 is just, it is still beautiful. So I figured on this one, I'll pick up two, seeing as I don't have a lot of these 68s. And of course, one's going to be open, one's going to be put away. Here we have the Lonely Porsche GT2, the second color, I believe. I think the first one was black. So now we have this white with gold. Pretty nice. I don't even think I opened up the first one either. Got a couple Chevys. We have the 69 Camaro convertible there, all blue with white flames, pinstriped and like a baby blue. And on the bottom we have the Chevrolet SS, which is pretty nice also. Pretty cool. Next, couple more Fords. We have the Ford Mustang GT. I picked this up thinking that I actually probably already may own it, but I gotta double check because I could swear this came out in a 5-pack just recently, right, guys? Maybe. So if that's the case, I mean, I guess it's just an extra. But anyway, the Ford Torino 69 Talladega, beautiful, and the 72, my favorite out of the two, Gran Torino Sport, gorgeous in white. This I wanted a second one, but I couldn't find any. So, but I'll still probably crack this one open anyway. Alright. Next, we have some Datsun Nissan brands. Here is the Datsun 620. I think this is my third colorway now. I have this in the Kmart exclusive, I want to say, right, guys? And then eventually they did, like, I think a blue, or maybe the blue was the Kmart, and then this one. And then underneath, the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. Beautiful, beautiful. I definitely wouldn't have mind a second one of these, but I just couldn't see it. Now, I know that I said in the beginning of the video that, or maybe I didn't say, they had just put these out. But I got lucky. I mean, maybe some people did grab a few here and there, but they didn't grab, you know, they left a good portion out, obviously. So, these next two here, the Super Van. They definitely had a few of these. I thought that was like a color misprint. Is it actually? Oh yeah, it is. I really should have grabbed the second one. Look at that smudge right there. Factory. That looks ugly too. I guess this must be. Actually, it's not even the silver. This has silver nowhere. That's funky. Wow, that's a big old smudge. I'm definitely gonna have to go grab another one. Buick GSX, beautiful. I love the silver. It looks like a like one of those limited edition silver cars. The Zamax. That's what I'm trying to remember. But it's definitely not a Zamax. It's really nice though. And here we have the bulk of what came out. Bring them all together. Picked up some. K-Case was really good for Dodge. There must be like a Mopar fan in there, in the offices and whatever not. They really love their Mopars. Here's the Dodge 71 Challenger, beautiful. Picked up a couple of the Daytonas 69. The only other color in this is the Fast and Furious kind of maroon. Then they did a. Wow, they did another color. Why can't I remember? Anyway, then now this green one. So I've been picking up a couple of these every time. I always open one and then whatever not. Dodge Coronet Super B. I don't really like the color all that much. I do like purple, don't get me wrong. I think purple Decepticon is cool. But the purple with the green, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. This one's really nice. It's kind of like another Zamax type of car. Here's a 68 Dodge Dart. Pretty nice. And these are all getting cracked open, which is sweet. The 71 Demon. I'm having like issues today with focusing on my camera here. Yeah, the Demon, very cool. Wow, one of my favorites. 74 Dodge Brazilian Dodge Charger. Sweet, sweet, sweet car. It's awesome. And last but not least, for the Plymouth brand, Chrysler brand, this is the Plymouth Roadrunner. Big, big car, big muscle car. So there you go. And then to top it off, to finish it off, like I said, I did get lucky because obviously these had just been opened. So I was able to grab a 2012 Ford Fiesta Treasure Hunt, which is pretty sweet. And the best part about it was that I did get that one, and I did get a second one. So no super, unless somebody already grabbed it and they just did, this was the regular. Yeah, two of them, pretty nice. So I'll get to, believe it or not, I will open one because it's Ford first of all, and I have a nice collection of Fiesta. And I believe this model started with the whole Ken Block thing. It might have started before, but that's when I got mine, the Kenny Block ones. That white one or the black one that you can find. So this is pretty sweet. So I get to open another Ford Fiesta. And these are awesome track cars actually too. They work really nice. But yeah, that's it for the Hot Wheels, guys. So if you like to finish off, I am actually done with toys. And the next thing I just wanted to share with you guys is, obviously I've been collecting comics for, oh my god, 29 years now. 28, 29 years, something like that. So I just kind of wanted to share what I've picked up recently. I went a little bit nuts. Obviously, I know people spend the same amount of money on a weekly basis, but for me to go once a month and spend what I did, it was close to $150, I think, in comics. It's insane. Comics are so damn expensive, too. My brother's like, oh, just digital download. I just can't do it. But anyway, this is a little bit older, but I just had to get it. Here's the Batman vs. Bane. Haven't read it yet, but it looks pretty cool. For Evil Aftermath. And that, I know that was quite a few months ago. Some of these are older. They were just on the shelf, so I know I needed to get them just so I can catch up. Year Zero, number 23. 23.1, The Joker. I almost picked up the variant. They were selling it for $20. It just looked beautiful. It's still there, but I don't know. 23.2. This is the Riddler version. Pretty nice. That looks pretty nice back there. He's getting his butt whooped. And 23.3, which is the Penguin. Alright. Maybe I can lift this up a little bit more. Excuse me. Number 26. Obviously, they didn't have 24, 25, so I may have to go to different comic book store and see if I can catch up on some of those issues. Batman is the number one DC comic that they're actually putting out right now. It has been since day one. It is ridiculous to try to get. If you miss them, if you don't collect them faithfully, if you miss them, you're pretty much done usually. So hopefully I'll be lucky, but I doubt it. I may have to pay some third-party prices just to get some of these missing issues. Luckily, I have like the first 10 or 12, which are the most expensive, but those are tough. So 31, the final act of Zero. And then I did start picking up Batman Eternal. So issue 1, issue 2, pretty nice cover. Issue 3. So from my understanding, I could be wrong because I haven't read these yet. This is like if you were collecting comics back then, back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, Action Comics, they used to do they went weekly for a whole year. So they basically had like 52 issues, 48 issues I think actually, but they missed a month. But they had like 48 or 52 issues, and they would just kind of change it was maybe like 3 or 4 stories in one book. So I think might be like, maybe this one isn't, but the next one I'm about to show you is. But again, this is a weekly title. I won't miss any of these because again, my comic book store is saving them for me, so it's pretty cool. And they allow me to go once a month, which is great. So I'll be showing you these runs once a month, hopefully, unless I kind of stop collecting again for a little bit. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. Toys are so expensive to collect, but I love comics. I love my comics. But toys are cooler, to be honest, just because you can actually play with them. Issue 7. and issue 8. So hopefully on the next run I'll show you 9 through 12. So I told them that I would go every first of the new month. So this is what I was talking about. Futures End, the new 52. It's basically 4 stories, or 3 at this point, maybe 4 actually. As you can see, Batman Beyond. You got Firestorm and crap, I forgot his name. It starts with a G. I know it starts with a G, and it's this guy right here. But anyway, I'm gonna have to cheat because I forgot his name. I almost called him Grendel, and it's not Grendel. It's but anyway, yeah. So this is you know, a couple pages each month of a particular character. Grifter. I didn't even see his name, but I just remember it was Grifter. But yeah, so it's, I guess it's 4 stories. I don't know how often they'll alternate. As you can see here, that's Green Arrow right there. But maybe he's just doing something with one of the characters. So pretty interesting. So I love this stuff. I actually do. I think these weekly books that are, you know, alternate with characters is a really good idea. As long as the stories are good, though, obviously. If they start becoming very crappy, then I'll stop. And look who's back, Frankenstein. I know he had his own title and it got canceled, so that's pretty cool. So how often will these change? I have no idea. Will they intertwine? I have no idea, but I can't wait to read them. And I don't care if you guys let me know in the comments, you know, what's been going on or whatever. It won't ruin it. Secret Origins. I love Secret Origins. I always have. I've been collecting Secret Origins for years. Like the regular books that tell you they're basically the Bibles. I'm missing the number 1 though. I know that's gonna be really tough. So I gotta try to get number 1. Transformers. Figure start doing a little bit of Transformers. Getting issue 29. I believe it or not, I'm actually not too behind on this. Because I don't show you every comic book pickup that I do. I think the last time that I picked up a Transformers book was maybe number 23. So I have issues 1 through 23. So I was actually doing that one somewhat faithfully until a couple months ago. I just stopped. But so hopefully I'll catch up on that. Same thing with the Robots in the Sky version. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is a thick ass book. Pretty cool though. So issue 2. The only benefit of picking them up weekly would be the fact that I could be having tons and tons of digital free downloads, because obviously a lot of these Marvel books, they give you the free digital download. So that's a really cool thing, but unfortunately since I pick them up so late, by the time I do, the digital download is now, you know, it's been canceled. Not canceled, but expired, I should say. This is issue number 5 of Guardians of the Galaxy. That was actually a back issue that I needed. It was on the shelf, so that's great. Same thing with issue 6. Beautiful cover. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 and 6 now. I had 7. I needed 8. Here's 8. Part of the Infinities. And this is old. I mean, I remember reading Infinity, what, 5, 6 months ago? So I know I'm pretty behind. Number 9. Number 13. I believe I have 10 and 11. I might be missing issue 12 though. So I'm just trying to catch up and trying to, you know, complete my collections. Number 14. This looks like a lot of fun. They're just adding more and more characters, a lot of guest stars. Very, very cool. Obviously the movie's coming out this year, so they're focusing a lot on these books. Another beautiful cover. Another guest star, Captain Marvel. And then this is the Trial of Jean Grey, issue 1. They had issue 2, but somehow I forgot to grab it. So I don't know if it's any good, but I'm just probably gonna grab it anyway. My man Hulk, Who Shot Bruce Banner. So I actually finished the last run of the Hulk. I've had the last 2 or 3 runs of Hulk, so I did finish the last one. Again, like I said, I don't always show you all my pickups, so but yeah, so obviously I kept going. It is, I will be honest, I mean, I love Marvel. I'm always going to be a Marvel fanboy, probably until the day I die, honestly. I like DC a lot too, but DC's always been second. But I am really, I will be honest, I'm really annoyed with this whole, you know, every other year they just start over issue 1. It's really, really stupid. And it's almost like kind of slapped to the, in my opinion, it's slapped to the community of collectors. I mean, it's bullshit. I mean, I really think that, you know, they're starting number one, you know, every so often just to get new readers in. It doesn't make sense. Just, you know what, if the Hollywood is more important, then, you know what, then stop making comics then. It just, because it almost makes no sense. I mean, they give us crappy writers most of the time, just because, you know, they just don't want to pay people and whatever not. In terms of artists, there's still a lot of up-and-coming artists. They'll take crap money just to get on a book, to be honest, and that's what it seems. And, you know, I talked to a couple of industry people here and there, and that's pretty much what they always say. Once the artist gets hot, then they end up moving to DC because DC pays better, and they're a little bit more... they seem to take care of their people a little bit better than Marvel is right now. So the only reason people, you know, they're still selling these books is because, you know, either A, you're a hardcore collector, so you just kind of keep buying them for the hell of it, and whatever not. I don't know why I'm showing you Infinity. This actually, I picked this up a long time ago. It kind of, I guess I had it in the pile there by mistake. But yeah, I did pick up the whole run too, though. I kind of showed it. Maybe because, you know what, I was ready to put these in comic book boxes. So that's why they're there. We'll just kind of skip those. Inhumans #1. So sorry I went on that little tangent there. You do kind of get mad at the industry because I've been doing this for a long time, and it just seems that, you know, comics is what started this whole Hollywood thing for Marvel, and now it's like their secondary thing. Inhumans, pretty interesting thing that's happening with Inhumans right now, because Fox owns Marvel, as you guys know, in terms of the movie rights. They're really backing away from really good writers and artists on the X-Men books, other than Wolverine, obviously, because he's always going to be their bread and butter. But they're really pushing Inhumans to be like their next movie cinematic universe type group. I know Inhumans is going to be like the next movie coming out for Marvel. That's probably in the works in the next couple years. I can tell, only because in the last 2 or 3 years, it's all about the Inhumans now. So it's kind of interesting. Can't wait to actually read this. Heard it was really good. And by the way, I've read some of these books that I've been showing you. I just haven't said that I did or didn't. Here's another issue, #2. This is something that I really wanted from the beginning, and my guy screwed up a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, I got issue 1 and 2. I'll put it in your box, and then he never did. And now he just doesn't have them. He doesn't know what happened to them. So this is issue 3. In terms of the art, it's okay. It's kind of weird. I don't know why he's wearing a beak for a head, as you can see there. But I guess I'll find out when I read it. They say it's really good writing on this particular book. So we'll see. Maybe I can grab issue 1 and 2 later. Even if it's a second print, I really don't care at this point. I'm not that hardcore like I used to be. This is something that had just started and finished, but I had to get it, obviously, so I can read Origin 2. I figured, you know what, it's on the shelf. I'll probably spend, what I spend, $5 on this one, and the rest are, what, $4 each? Yeah. The trade paper, I probably would have been like $3, but I don't like trades that much. I like hardcover books. So the hardcover probably would have been like $25. So it's either that or the original. So I would rather get the original print. So there you go. So Origins 2. Can't wait to read that. Looks pretty cool. The original Origins, I believe, was 6 issues. And I guess it still is, yeah. So I'm missing 5 and 6. So I don't know if they were sold out or I just didn't see them, but I gotta grab those. So issues 1 through 4. And then one of the latest, coolest things happening in Marvel right now is the Original Sin. So yes, I did pick up issue 1. Alrighty. Issue 2. And then I picked up a couple side books. This was pretty good. Avengers 2930. Basically, the Illuminati's messing with Captain America again. Not again, but they're messing with Captain America. So pretty cool. You gotta read those. And Deadpool was pretty decent too, I thought. That was a pretty good read. It was fun. Kind of weird, but it was good though. There's a couple books that I'm not showing you. It's just because now as I'm showing you these, I remember that I left them in my room because I was reading them. But I picked up the new Ghost Rider. It was okay. It's weird not seeing him in a motorcycle. He's driving a car now. And there was something else that I picked up. But anyway, but yeah, that's basically it. A good almost 25 minutes of me just chatting here with you guys. As always, guys, thank you so much for viewing, thumbing up my videos, all the awesome comments that I get from you guys. You guys take care. Peace. Later. Talk to you.